90 minutes away from the Football League. We've made it to the playoff final. We are playing Fylde. Hopefully, this is where the series can really kick off. Fourth time looking at playoffs. This is the furthest we've ever been. Let's go.
We're proud to be Yorkshire. From North Sea to Cornwall, we call it all home. We're proud to be Yorkshire. From States to Totley, straight to Ripon and Otley. We're proud to be Yorkshire. From North Sea to Cornwall, we call it all home.
Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Yorkshire or Nothing, the series where we're only allowed to sign players born in Yorkshire or have come through the youth system. We have made it all the way to the season. Sorry, no episode last week. Obviously, busy work, life kind of thing. So, gave me an opportunity to kick on an extra 10 games, and we kicked on all the way through to the end of the season. Last episode, we had that where we changed style and we went for a little bit of controlled possession. And it's worked okay. It's got us over the line. As you can see, there's a few reds dotted in there. We had a dodgy run, which we thought was going to really cost us the playoffs. We had to win in the last game, and we did. We beat Barnet, and then we've knocked Eastleigh out at home in the first round, caught like quarterfinals. We've then played Bromley, who finished third, I think, beat them on penalties. Paul Cullen-Barney saving the vital spot kick. And that's put us through to today, which is Fylde. Now, as you can see, we finished fifth. Fylde finished on 92 points. A whole, 16 points ahead. The tactic, if you can remember, is a little bit of this. A little bit of United, what I've been doing in my United save. A bit of a 4-3-3. It's got a little bit of sort of like the Ten Hag Ajax kind of style in there. Working the ball into the box. We're dominating possession. I haven't actually looked at the possession stats over most games. We've been well over sort of like 55% going into sort of like mid. I think even one of the games we had 70% possession. I'm just wondering, Crawley have just beaten us, but I imagine over the last few weeks that's because of the first sort of like half of the season where we didn't really play this sort of like possession. But we dominate the ball now. If anything, we struggle against the lesser sides. We struggle to create. We definitely need a better goal scorer. There's going to be big changes. My best player so far this season has been Bobby Carroll. Coming to the side that second half of the season, 13 goals from midfield. Unfortunately, he's leaving. Can't sign him to a new deal. He wanted something crazy like 3,500, and we can't offer him that if we're going to be still in this division next season. We're losing Marriott. We're losing Windass finally. Massive amount of money. 2,600 for Windass. What's Marriott on? 3,100. You're talking close to sort of like, £6,000 a week, or it's like it's around £170,000 a season that them two players are costing us. So I'm really keen on not stretching the budget. We've been bailed out in the end of the season, so fingers crossed we get promoted today, and then he'll be desperate to sign a new deal. Okay, let's pick a team. It's been pretty settled. We've tried to keep as much as we can. We've had obviously a little bit of rotation. By the way, Callum Raconza, one of our stalwarts of the save and as the series is leaving, he is heading to them, whoever they are. He's heading back to Poland, which I suppose is fair enough. Tom Haitley, ex-Rangers? Motherwell. Close. So we've got that to deal with. That's going to be a bit of a loss. He just wanted way too much money. He wanted like double his wages. Once again, we couldn't offer it. He's at 30. He's past his probably best. He's had a really good season though. 12 goals, 11 assists. We're losing Carroll, 13 goals. So we've got a little bit of work to do in the summer, regardless of where we are. Okay. Jake Young is in. We're going to bring him onto the right-hand side. Let's get Kashoza on the bench for Windass. And I think we go with that, This is more likely as well to be Mark Fairhurst, one of the patrons on the channel. He's very likely to be his final season with us. He's got 1 year left on his deal, unless he wants to sign a new deal. We'll wait till the end of the game, and then we'll make a little decision on him. Okay, let's go. I've been waiting 3 days. 3 days to play this game. Jack Marriott's passed a fitness test. We're going to try and dominate the ball. Phillips has done pretty well. He's in a decent bit of form. 5 goals. What's his form for the last? I think he's really picked up over this sort of like last part of the season. 13 goals in his last 20. Or his last 18, should I say. So yeah, he's 25 for the season. Probably his best. He's nearly his best goal return. So he's had a good season. One more game, boys. One more game. The playoffs is just brutal. It's absolutely brutal. We've done it the hard way, having to play the extra game. I've been very clever. I might actually do a video on it as well. I've been very clever with rotation and, not rotation, but rest and recovery sessions in between the end of the season and the playoffs. We've been really good at sort of like rotating players. There is a player here that you may recognise, Oakley Cannoneer. He was on a lot of money. He was on £2,000 a week. If we just get him up, we let him go for like dirt cheap, 4,800. He scored 18 goals and has already scored passes in the league. Likely to score passes today. Come on. By the way, I've got this. Mrs. bought me. This is York City's sort of like little saying, slogans, sort of like chant they have at the moment. So I've gone for it. City are massive. Not York City Soccer Club. The original York, which is us, Athletic Club York. Right, here we go. Oh, boys. This series has been nothing but pain. So it was really nice to have the penalty shootout win. It was sort of like, felt like the first time I'd done the game and done FM. We're 10 minutes in, very quiet. Right, Samuel's with a cross. Cullen Barney's going to pick it up. Here we go. We're going to build out from the back. Cullen Barney, the hero. It's gone long, very long. Reconza might get that down. He does. He's found Phillips. He's found Hackney. Oh. It's a chance. That's a chance. Just ask for a little bit more. They've gone short with a free kick. Nicely worked. Gilson. Here he is, Cannoneer. He strikes it. Cullen Barney saves and he's pushed it back in. Paul Cullen Barney, the hero in the semi-final, has absolutely parried one. I thought we'd got away with it here when they hit the post, but he's tapped in the rebound. They've had 3 shots there. And look at the stats. 43%, 43%. We've dominated at least 50, 60% in most games. We come to the final. We're edging in. 54. We're starting to get on the ball. Let's encourage. Can we open them up? Here we go. Gilson. Samuels. Salt. Cross. Hull head's clear. It's going to come back. We've got the ball. Reconza. Downing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, come on. Just give the ball away. Look at this pass from Downing. Oh, my God. And then we get punished by an absolute rocket. It's half time. Well, boys, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. We haven't got much on the bench either. We're relying on these to... But we're going to have to change it because we're not doing anything. We're not even... Normally we dominate possession and we sort of like wear teams down with just keeping the ball. That's not been the case. So we're going to bring Osterfield on. We're also going to bring on Jack and Marriott. Let's swap them two around. Let's go. Phillips can be advanced forward. Marriott pressing forward. Let's play with Jack Young as a winger on attack. Osterfield in as a box-to-box midfielder. Let's not work it into the box. We need something spectacular, boys, don't we? Something spectacular. Have we had a chance? Oh, we had that first chance, didn't we, with Hackney? And the game's just drifting away. No highlights. Nothing. Oh, there's a highlight. I'm going to put it onto attacking as well. Right, Young's tired. Let's bring Kushoza on, who has a habit of putting a decent ball into the box. Here's Marriott. His last game for the club. Cross. Underneath. Osterfield's there. It's saved onto the bar. And that would have given us a grandstand finish. Can we get something? They've got a free kick. Phillips. Right. Oh, the most easiest of goals. We just haven't turned up again. Marriott. Downing. Carroll. Osterfield. Reconza strikes. Downing. Osterfield. Kushoza. Osterfield. Fairhurst. Osterfield. We're not going to get 3 goals in 5 minutes, are we? Hull. Denton. Hull. Nice play. Bobby Carroll coming from deep. Pulls it. Marriott's there. We have got a goal. Jack Marriott has scored. Come on. Can we do the impossible? No. That's it. Oh dear. Playoff heartbreak. What's that? Is that 4 seasons in a row? I'm trying to think if that's 4 seasons in a row. 2, 3. Yeah, 4 seasons in a row. York are 5th. By the way, just so you know, they're in the playoffs just at the moment. Their season hasn't even finished yet. Boys, there we go. We've done it again. Playoff heartbreak. Right, contract-wise, player-wise, we've got a load out up to sort of like down here. Mark Brady, Loney, won't be coming back. We've offered deals to Riches. Young defender that's coming in, done okay, 6'4". Reconza's going, so he can disappear. Ethan Koshoza's leaving on a free. Matt Brady's a loan that we won't do back. Josh Windass will definitely go. Jack Marriott will definitely go. If we just clear the squad. Osterfield deal. Bobby Carroll is wanted. I imagine he's not going to agree to see. It's too early. We might be able to get a deal. We're very early. Maybe at the end of June, maybe we might be able to. We may have to just go with it and him be our standout player in terms of wages. The wages are cut. We've now got just Hackney. He's had a decent 14 assists as well from Hackney. We need them two. Hackney, Bobby Carroll in central midfield. We need some more wide players. Someone for the other side to work with Jake Young. Youngsters coming through. Have we got anything? The issue we've got is players like Joe Staker. Very good physically, but not. I don't think he's actually going to be good enough even at this level. Potentially at this level, but he's a left winger and his crossing's 4. So he needs a lot of work. Have we got anything in the under 23s? We've got Josu Black, the American, who's okay. So he may have to come in next season. He's got a little bit of pace, 19 years old. We'll probably give him a go next season. Nigel Shepherd, who's been out on loan at Darlington, I think in the Vanarama National North, and has done okay, but can do a couple of positions for us. But once again, these aren't the players that are going to set the world alight, unfortunately. We've got a decent centre-half in Delhi Johnson. He will definitely come into the first team fold. 6'5", got a few nice little positioning, leadership, tackling, all okay. All very good, sorry. So he will come in. James Banks, the youngster, striker, winger, potentially. We may look at bringing him in, playing him on that right-hand side, and maybe he's an inverted winger. May help just with squad rotation a little bit. So, let's call them up now. Then we've got Patreon Peter Burgess. Isn't bad. Mentals are pretty good. 20 years old. We need to offer him a new deal, actually, don't we? Lee Bridges is one that we may look at. Natural fitness, he's getting there on loan at Kettering. Not had a decent season, but his numbers are in and around it. I think we give him the opportunity. So we've got a squad. There's a squad building, but we just need that little bit of class, I think, to really help. We need to get the Bobby Denton one over the line. We need then probably another wide player. I'm quite happy with the players we've got at the back, but it will also depend on the future of Mark Fairhurst. Let's make a decision on him right now. 475 a week, offer contract, doesn't want to talk, he wants to leave. We'll see what we can get for him. We've had deals in and around sort of like £1 million, so I'm going to offer him out for £1 million. See what comes in, and that will definitely help the bank balance just to tie us over. At the moment, once again, we're still having to sell players, bearing in mind our overall balance is minus 6,000. Made a profit this season, but we've also sold so much. 875, and that's not including the deal that we had for Thiago Green, who has had a very disappointing season. So maybe we might be able to get Thiago Green back next season. Wimbledon are in Championship, but they are getting relegated, so that may open up the opportunity for us to get him. He has started 20, to be fair, we're not going to get him. He started 19 games, so probably very unlikely we'll get him, actually. We need to get into League 2. All right, guys, I'm sorry it's ended up in pain. We will get there with this save. We will get there. We will get there, I promise. All right, see you next week. Start of season, God knows what it is now. Season 7. Fingers crossed we can have a really good summer. All right, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. See you later. A big thank you to all the patrons on the channel listed on the screen right now. Thank you very much for your support. If you would like to support the channel just a little bit extra a month, go check out the link in the description, which heads you over to the Patreon site. And once again, a big thank you to all the boys on screen right now. Your support is absolutely tremendous. Keeps the lights on this channel. Take care, guys. Thanks a lot.